What's good YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. JD here with yet another review for you guys. We have shown a lot of love to New Balance on this channel, and that's because over the last few years they have just not missed when it comes to collabs. One of the brands that New Balance collabs with the most is Bodega, and in this video I will be talking about their latest effort, the New Balance 990 V3 collab with Bodega. So what's good guys, thank you guys once again for stopping by on the channel. In this video I will be breaking down this shoe. We'll talk about the colorway, we'll get into the quality of these materials. I'll give you some sizing tips for those of you who have never worn this model before. Are these really worth the price they're going for right now? Let's find out. And of course, as always, I will be also giving you that on-feet look, so make sure you stick around until the end of this video. So here it is guys, the New Balance Bodega 990 V3. This sneaker actually originally released in the middle of June on the Bodega website. I tried my best to cop it that day, but I was having a lot of payment issues. I tried pretty much every single credit card on that website. It just wouldn't accept my payment, so I took an L on the initial release. Then Europe saw a release on the New Balance website, and that's where I was able to cop my pair. So it is a bit of a late review, but usually when it comes to New Balance, it seems like Europe seems to get a lot of these releases pretty late compared to North America. These two brands have a very long and very successful collabing history. Of course, New Balance and Bodega, they are both based out of the city of Boston. And this sneaker actually released to commemorate the 15-year anniversary of Bodega. And this time the model that they chose to go with is the 990 V3, which is actually my personal favorite model from the entire 99 series of New Balance. I would rank the 990 V3 as my favorite, followed by the 992s, and I also really love the 990 V5s. Let me know down in the comments which is your favorite out of that entire 990 series. We also had some pictures leaked of a potential V6 that might release later this year, a much more futuristic looking version of this model. It definitely seems, however, that New Balance is trying to add a lot of hype to this model, the V3s, in this year 2021, because we've already seen 3 pretty hyped collabs of this shoe drop already. Besides the Bodegas, we've also seen a collab with Kith, a pretty clean colorway, and also a Joe Fresh Goods collab on the same model, a much more colorful and pretty out there colorway. I gotta say, however, out of all the 990 V3s that have dropped this year, this Bodega pair definitely my favorite just because of this colorway. It's a very clean, very wearable type of shoe. The official colors of the shoe, some pretty weird names. We have the kangaroo and also the caribou color. A lot of animal names going on here, but if you just look at it, it seems like the main colors used on the shoe are a dark brown, and we also have some hits of olive. It's a pretty nice brown. I would call it like a chocolatey brown. You got some olive hits on the toe box. Also along the sock liner, you have these hits of teal, and also underneath the tongue of the sneaker. There's also some very subtle hits of orange near the laces. From a colorway point of view, some people might think it's a bit boring for a collab. I like the colorway. It's a shoe that I know I could get a lot of use out of, and it's also a colorway that won't look dirty too fast. On the back of the sneaker, the left shoe says the year 2006. On the right shoe, it is 2021 to mark the 15 years of Bodega's existence. You also get some pretty nice lacing options on this shoe. My favorite would probably be this tan color. I think it contrasts with the shoe quite well, but you also get these brown laces, and if you want to really add some pop of color to the shoe, you can go ahead and throw on these teal laces. Another positive about the shoe, definitely the quality of the suede used on the sneaker. Nothing new for New Balance. We know when it comes to suede, New Balance always gives us that good quality suede. The upper also features a lot of mesh panels, which does make the shoe a bit more breathable. When it comes to sizing, so with New Balance sneakers, I usually go true to size, which is a US 11. This time there were no US 11s left, so I had to go with a 10.5. And I will say it does fit me very well. For most New Balance sneakers, you can definitely go a half size down and the sneaker will still fit pretty fine. Although around the toe box area, just a little bit snug for me. But it's not like an uncomfortable snug. I think whether you go a half size down or true to size, either way, I think you're pretty good. If you like that snug fit, just go a half size down. If you like a bit more room in the toe area, I would go with your true size. For reference sake, just go with the same size you wear in pretty much any other 990 sneaker, and also the same size as 992s. The prices of this sneaker right now are actually not too bad. This sneaker did come with a very high retail price. At least here in Europe, the retail price was 250 euros, which is a lot, especially for a New Balance. In general though, New Balance sneakers are a lot more expensive in Europe than they are in the States because they are actually made in the States, so that's why it is significantly cheaper there. They're not going for too much over retail in a lot of sizes. If you look at basically any Bodega collab from the past though, you will know that in time, these sneakers tend to go up. These are definitely collector's items, so if you want to cop this pair, I don't see the prices on these dropping, so I would go ahead and just cop them right now. What are my final thoughts on this sneaker, the Bodega New Balance 990 V3? Are these a cop or a drop? So nowadays, we are getting bombarded with sneaker releases. Every single week, there are so many sneakers releasing, and let's be honest, we don't need that many. A lot of us buy maybe 1 or 2 or 3 pairs a year max, and I definitely think this sneaker is a prime candidate to be one of those pairs, because you know that you're gonna get a lot of use out of this. It's a colorway that you can wear over and over again, and it's also a colorway that won't get too dirty. I haven't even talked about comfort yet, but this is an extremely comfortable pair of shoes that you can just wear all day. The quality on this is great, and thankfully the resale prices are not too high. So I think if you're gonna be only copying a few sneakers a year, these are definitely a great option. So in my opinion, these sneakers right here, these are a cop. Let me know down in the comments, what do you guys think of the Bodega 990 V3s? Is it one of the best New Balances to release this year? Of course, if you enjoyed this video, you found it useful, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate everyone who's new to the channel. Don't forget to follow your boy on Instagram. I am extremely active on there, and I pretty much respond to every single message I get. The handle is right here. It is at JDKick6. And thank you guys as always for all the support on the channel. The on feed dropping right now. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.